Hey, this is Notser, and we're in the Tier 9 French battleship Alsace on the map Hotspot. Build is the same as my previous video. I do not have a secondary build yet. I will once I get enough for advanced firing training. But that's not the point of this game. This game is to show how I deal with a loss. And it's going to be quite clear it's a loss. You'll see the moment. Obviously, both sides have 5 battleships, 3 cruisers, and 4 destroyers. I'm just trying to exploit either the Des Moines or the enemy battleship. I have no hope of hitting that destroyer with this giant volcano island thing in front of me. And I was trying to support my teammates as they capture A, right? At the beginning of the game, especially on Hotspot, you're trying to capture one of the 3 bases. At least one of the 3. In this instance, we have 4 friendly destroyers. You would expect that every single base would have some sort of activity with those 4 destroyers, but clearly nobody's caring about C, which is fine. B has been easily taken by the enemy, and I'm over here trying to dissuade the Des Moines from getting into a ideal position. And we get a nice sit on that guy. He can fire over the island, of course. He's got better arc over islands, so especially for the French, any island that you can fire over, the Americans can fire over as well, and vastly superior to that number 2. But I know what he wants to do. He wants to get into a position where he can't be punished by anyone, use his radar, and shoot my friendly destroyer. I know that's what he wants. I know it. I get in your head, man. I know what you want. And I really prefer to not allow that to occur. We do capture A point. Unfortunately, he's using radar. And unfortunately, my friendly destroyer is a little bit too far forward. He's pulling back. He's already lost 50%. It's not too bad. B point has a friendly hairy wind south of it. And I'm curious to see if he ever chooses to move forward. I don't know what he hopes to accomplish there. If I was that player, I would look to try and capture. If I couldn't capture, I would do something else. And I think he tried to look to see if he had a window of opportunity. Clearly he didn't. And there's an enemy destroyer capturing A point right now. I'm trying to sort of move in here, and we have an enemy, Kobodos, who's, cool. He's chilling. Completely stationary, less than 15 kilometers away. I don't know what he's doing, and hopefully he doesn't know either after that shot. We did overpin, of course. He's perfectly broadside. Ain't no way a French BBAP shell is going to stick in that ship, especially on a broadside. But we can't stop them capturing A. We don't have anyone to spot the target, and that enemy DD is clearly firing from his smoke, or someone behind him is firing from the general direction of that smoke, and nothing can happen. The Des Moines is trying to move back to a location where he's not taking damage, and I was trying to punish him. I want to take him out, get something for this. And all of a sudden, my team has nothing. The enemy team has all 3 points, and this drives me insane. We are evenly distributed along the southern side of the map, but we're nowhere near the capture points to stop that. I'm probably the most far forward on A point. We have some friendlies that are in between A and B. Unfortunately, they are vastly outnumbered, and they will die. And then we have some battleships camping between B and C, that sort of island chain. I really don't like that stuff. Damage means nothing if it's not focused on targets that are actively capturing bases, the real threat. I do get a little bit of damage on a destroyer that conveniently was out in the open right in front of me. I think this is the guy that sent 1 torpedo set on the left side of A. But I'm just in a bad position. The whole team's in a bad position. They're unhealthy, they're dying, and I can't openly contest A point. I don't have any support to do it. So I'm just trying to find anything. This broadside Koborovsk, sure, I'll fire on it. Elevate the gun a little bit. Hopefully the shells fly true. It does look like they are. Oh yeah. I think the French battleships are pretty good at catching out the Soviet destroyers at range. That velocity is definitely appreciated. And they definitely don't expect it. Not in the velocity, the effectiveness, but I think he's going to pull a Notser, run on the island, and I'm going to fire directly at him. This should be the kill shot. 100% he should die. Just a mistake, obviously. And he's dead. So I contributed something, but a point still. I'm always thinking, what is a potential target? B point, we still have the hairy wind. He could take it. I don't know if he's going to do that, though. I'm just like, we need to do something. Something has to be done. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So I'm considering, well, I know that there's a destroyer, and the destroyer at A is about 50%. His smoke should be basically done, and there might be a potential window where I can engage him and take him out. We do lose the hairy wind. No shocker there. And I miss all my shots on that enemy DD at B. But I truly believe that A point is the best capture point to attempt to bring this back. Only because there's only 3. I know the Des Moines pretty unhealthy. I know that the destroyer is pretty unhealthy. That battleship, not so much. But if I can manipulate line of sight and focus them down one by one, I could potentially deal with it. B point is just not an option. You go to B point to die. So many times I see teammates on hotspot, and I was like, there is a DD somewhere. My secondaries would not go off unless they saw the DD. And I'm like, where are you, buddy? Ah, there you are. He moves just in the time to have access to his smoke once again. We get another nice shot on him. Should expect torpedoes. So what I'm going to try and do is sail at him, and then I'm going to brake in about 5 or 10 seconds, hoping that he focuses, his send. Yeah, okay, so he thought I was going to go to the right, and I cut left just as he sent his torpedoes. So I'm going to expect that that's both of them. And since I'm so close, no big deal, right? But enemy battleship is right in front of me. Literally right in front of me. When I zoom in, you're going to see, oh yes, he's right there. Oh, that's great. And we have a Des Moines. Des Moines is trying to be greedy. He's going to try and camp behind the island. And I know that this Missouri feels confident in this. And I'm taking broadside shots, of course, from... I can't stop that. I do think that the Missouri feels like he could just get a ram kill and finish it, so I was just trying to use my speed with speed boost to rush past him before he could ram kill me. I used the back gun, but not the front guns. You might say, oh, you mistake. He's not my target. My target is that Des Moines. I just want to keep from being rammed. That's all I wanted to do. I'm going to keep good angling against him, and I'm going to have my guns set up against the Des Moines. He's not really going to allow me to take advantage. These are small caliber guns. I'm not going to overpin his bow or stern. So the next best thing is to go after a Des Moines that, maybe he didn't expect this. He gets a good AP shot on us, but he's completely broadside. And we take him out relatively easy. I would say that's about as clean as it could be. My secondaries are setting fires left, right on the Missouri. And I'm going to try and capture this base. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying that... I'm sure every server has this, but it feels like... Man, my server wants to lay down and die when something bad happens to them. And more often than not, I feel like I have to carry every single ship on my shoulder. And it sucks. But it does build up a lot of skill on that focus skill on that one person. Not team skill, just I can find windows where I can potentially knock out targets. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was good. So we're going to capture the base, and I want to hurry past this and help my teammates. I don't think we're going to win. But damn it, I'm going to do whatever I can to try and get a win. And we have an enemy Großer Kur first. He's way too far away, though. We have a Richelieu, and then there's an enemy DD that's unspotted. I can't do anything against the DD, and of course my counterpart on the enemy team. They're out of range. That is the issue with the ship. It can't really extend its range as nice as you would like. It's very shallow, but it's incredibly strong whenever it's in range, so I'm not going to complain. But I'm just trying to race to this broadside. And it looks like he doesn't want to go toe-to-toe against a Montana. I don't blame him. Tier 10 versus Tier 8, yeah. So I'm going to fire broadside and hope for the best. We did good damage. We didn't get that Citadel. It didn't really disperse where I wanted it to. I'm going to try and head over to B point. I expect that the enemy DD is somewhere hunting the friendly cruiser and the friendly battleship. But at this point, I'm like, just get the kill. Give me a Citadel, please. Oh, and a friendly dies, and of course, no Citadel. So that's the game. But we put up a real good fight. It was fun for the time that I was able to engage them. A was clearly the weakest part of the enemy's fleet. And for whatever reason, my team did recognize that. You gotta recognize that in order to succeed. I hope it was enjoyable either way in a loss. You know, you can have fun. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.